What's the most embarrassing thing you've done in front of a class? It happened in 10th grade. I'd always been the quiet one in class. The girl who sat in the back did her work and avoided attention at all costs. But that day was different. It started as just another boring Friday morning, and the teacher, Mr. Adams, announced we were going to do a group project. My heart sank. Group projects meant working with others, and working with others meant being noticed. I had never been the group leader type, and I hated the spotlight, but then for reasons I'll never understand, I ended up with the worst possible group: Rachel, the overachiever, and Ben, the class clown who never took anything seriously. The first few days went by in a blur of awkward silence and eye-rolling. Rachel was already planning how she would make this project perfect. Ben was busy making jokes that barely anyone laughed at, and I just wanted it to be over. We were supposed to present a history project on the Civil War, and as usual, Rachel was in charge of the PowerPoint. I was assigned to write the script. Ben's role was to bring the energy, which basically meant making us all want to crawl under the table. The day of the presentation arrived, and as we got up in front of the class, I immediately regretted agreeing to this project. The butterflies in my stomach were more like a full-on tornado. I could feel the sweat gathering at the back of my neck, and the words in my script suddenly felt like they were written in another language. Rachel went first. She confidently explained everything, her voice calm and assured. Then it was my turn. As soon as I opened my mouth, everything went wrong. My mind blanked. I couldn't remember the first word of the script. All I could hear was Ben in the background trying to make everyone laugh with his fake Civil War accent. I could see the class laughing, but not in a good way. My face turned bright red. I fumbled through my notes, but nothing came out right. Every time I tried to speak, I stumbled over my words. I was sweating, my hands were shaking, and the more I tried to recover, the worse it got. Mr. Adams looked at me, his expression a mix of confusion and pity. Then, in the middle of my chaotic attempt to explain something about the Battle of Gettysburg, Ben decided to help. He jumped up, did this ridiculous imitation of Abraham Lincoln giving the Gettysburg Address, and it actually made the class laugh, but not in the way I expected. Rachel gave him the dirtiest look. "Ben, stop," she hissed, clearly embarrassed, but it was too late. I had already lost the class, and in that moment, I realized something. It wasn't about getting everything perfect. It was about just getting through it. The moment ended, and we sat down, all three of us, awkwardly waiting for Mr. Adams to say something. After a long pause, he finally spoke. "Well, that was something," he said with a sigh, "but you managed to get through it. That counts for something, right?" That day I learned the hardest lesson of all: sometimes just surviving the embarrassment is enough.